recent activity. All right. Pat Al. Thank you, Steve. Quick. Look at all these guys stepping up to help fill the break. A great group. Now, some people say that some of you guys suck, but I say no. I say no. That's what I say. None of these guys. Nobody else. It's fun to say. Come on. It's like I'm almost there. I am almost there. Thank you, Nick. And Matt Benedetto, yes. George. Somebody's out there honking at somebody else. They're mad. This is a balance difference, huh? Got it. Thank you for the explanation, George. This was tough. Well, we already sold 2 last night. You know what I'm saying? We sold 2 breaks last night, and they aren't inexpensive breaks. And so you got to expect that they're going to be, maybe sometimes they're going to be a little rough. But what do? Right? You do the best you can. All we can all do. What's up, guys? All right, so I got payments updated. What's happening? I'm glad I wasn't picking my nose or anything while I was updating the payments, because everyone would have seen me picking my nose, I think. All right, we got it sold out. Appreciate you guys. Like I said, we sold 2 yesterday. They aren't cheap. We made it through this one. Every once in a while, you got to give a little bit of a discount. Yeah, no. Probably I'm a creepy guy. Steve's a creepy guy. Dune, if you ever need help with the brake, I'm willing to help anytime I can. Okay, with my car brakes, got it. I'll let you know. I watched on break number 1. Who is the man standing behind you? That was creepy. Oh, I don't know. Who's standing behind me? What's up, Brandon? And I appreciate that, Anthony. I appreciate that. And if I do, I will say something 100%. Yes, and I know Anthony well enough to give him a little grief, and he won't take it wrong. I guess that was Steve. I have no idea. Was there a random Asian standing behind me? If there was a random Asian standing behind me, it's probably Steve. I have no idea. I thought you were talking about Annette. I was going to tell her, but I won't. Oh, what do we got? Oh, geez. So I have to go and get myself, little punks. Hold on one. Put a sticky note. What's up, Brady? Let me put a sticky note. This one. You know, it's the deuce. And let me go get a box real quick for number 3. Number 3 is no good. Number 3 is what happens when you don't feel well. It's number 1 and number 2 combined. Yeah, that's no good. No good. Ooh. All right. So there's my box. I'm all by myself, guys. The twins are off doing whatever they do on Wednesday night. Well, Lincoln's down at the Recplex playing volleyball. Landon is over at his former current girlfriend's house. Net's at work. She now works in the evenings. At Costco, she's now in the front office. So she's happier, but it makes it harder on me because I'm very lazy. So now I'm going to have to figure out how to get someone to help me do this. Malachi Witherspoon. But I'll make it. I'll make it. Yeah, she was his former. Now I think they're dating again or something. I don't know. I went back through everything, and I'm going to have Annette go through. Well, clearly she will go through because she's going to sort it. There was not an extra auto anywhere that I saw, so I think we got shorted one. My guess is we're going to make that up somewhere. That's usually how that happens. So I do apologize that we did not have 14 autos. We had 13 autos, so we were short one. But again, if it's in there and Annette sees it, which happens sometimes, that I miss things because I'm old, you guys will definitely, as you always do, know. Gavin Kylan, must be Kylan. There's Steve Hall. Tarot. Ooh, an Angels auto. Oh, George. George steps up, right? Brent Murray, he's the Angels guy, one of the top pitchers. Probably figured a number of Giants autos. They probably did. They probably did. No doubt. I cannot do anything to stop those things from happening. Sometimes it just happens. That's what happens when you buy in to help. You get a hit. Kindness is rewarded. So today for me, I wonder if there's any chance it might be mixed in with the base. I don't think so. I don't think it can be, but we'll find out. All day long I've been making these videos. I must have a little bit of an attitude today, just about things with the hobby. But then I make them and I feel better, which means I probably shouldn't post them because it made me feel better to say whatever I was going to say. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2. Okay. So then I finally did settle on some nice things, some nice words. So I honestly do believe that. I mean, I see it everywhere. People just absolutely hating on this hobby. Everything about it. You know, just badmouth everything, just trash everyone all the time. And yet they never go the hell away. If you hate the hobby, just go away. It's easy. Go do something else. I think I said this in one of the earlier breaks because I've been thinking about it. But I was just in the watching videos and another one popped up and it's just trashing the whole world. Orioles. Oh, our second nice Irish auto. Whoever has the Orioles, you have hit some pay dirt. Ike, Irish, first rounder, 19th overall. He's one of the big boys. Very nice. You know, and if everything in this entire hobby is a fraud, and I don't think that. Do I get frustrated with a hobby? I do. But I don't think everything's a fraud or else I wouldn't be doing it. Man, some of these guys just hate, and hate. Oof. You know? And it's no fun just to hate. I have never in my life, see, here's what I'm talking about. See this? So part of the way through the white, we have them. I absolutely hate Brussels sprouts. I've never eaten a Brussels sprout in my entire life, but I can tell just by looking at them that I hate them. And so I will have nothing to do with Brussels sprouts my entire life. My entire life, I will have nothing to do with Brussels sprouts. Charles Davilan. And if, you know, that's the way you feel about the hobby, maybe it's just time to go. Right? I hate them. See? Because I don't want to be a grumpy old man like you, Bob. Michael Olivetto. I'm grumpy enough without Brussels sprouts. Well, geez, I'm having a hard time saying words today. So I don't know. 4 collections came walking through the door today. One was a previous collection. It was part vintage, part modern. I could tell this was going to be one of those collections where we were just not going to be able to match up because he valued his collection more than I valued his collection. And I could just tell by talking to him he was going to be unhappy with any offer that was not more than I was willing to pay. I told him I'd give him 800. He didn't seem too keen on 800, and so he left. That's okay. Another collection came in, and it was a box of vintage sports. Yeah, it was a lot of commons, but I don't mind South of Scene. I don't mind buying commons at all. It was 65s mostly, but there was quite a few of them. And there was a couple of decent Hank Aaron's, you know, lower condition kind of a thing, as most vintage are. And I could just tell that it wasn't going to be, and that's okay. Uh-oh. Come on, baby. One time, George. One time. Oh, it's a pitcher. Landon Harmon. Sorry, George. Got all excited. Didn't see the P. So that one, he's like, and it's okay. Again, if we can't match up on a buy, my feelings aren't hurt. Sometimes it happens. You're able to buy it at a price that you're both happy with, and sometimes you're not. Okay, so that one went, and then a lady came in with a box of cards that was mostly commons, but there were several, maybe 300 cards. Up through 76. Castillo out of 199. And a box of comic books. Well, I buy comic books for me, gold, silver, bronze. But this was a box of comic books. I told them $300. They said okay. Gave them $300 for it, and they left happy. And $300. I'll put the comic books away. I said $150 for each one. $150 for the books. $150 for the cards. Both happy. And then the next one came in. The guy had some nice stuff. There was an Aaron Judge, one of one autographed. It was Panini, but we were able to find comps and everything else. And he went to another card shop first, and the other card shop offered him $2,000. I said I think that was a fair offer, and he said, "What would you offer?" And I said $2,000 because I think it's a fair offer. It was mostly modern stuff. And wasn't good enough. Wasn't good enough. I'll just keep them. Okay, well, that one I didn't understand. Yeah, a lot of people, George. A lot of people. That one I didn't understand because it was like he never wanted to sell. I said, well, if that's not the number, then what is the number that you were hoping to get to? And he didn't have a number. And so I said, okay, well, I appreciate you bringing him in. He said, thanks, Dune. I said, all right, man, I'll see you next time. And he left. And clearly, I guess I knew him because he said Dune. I didn't know I knew him. But I'm old and I'm forgetful, and so that happens from time to time. Then someone that I had purchased from before came in with really? I'm going to have the Giants rainbow. I'm going to have the Giants rainbow on Gavin Klein. I have no idea what I was talking about now. I'm lost. Let's see. We should have 4 autos. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going to keep track this time. See where we went wrong. And honestly, when people leave with a collection, I don't really like to have them come back and bring me anything because then I have to go back through everything all over again. Because, you know, sometimes cards end up missing. Ooh, I'll take your $1,000 and you go back through it and there's nothing there. So I just don't generally like that. And that's okay. And then 230 out of 250. Hey, that's Irish again. Orioles are doing well, Chris. There you go. The this guy's supposed to be pretty good. But anyway, and then the other collection that came in was also vintage. It was 60s, mostly late 60s, early 70s. There was a Reggie Jackson rookie in there. There was it went up through 1980. There was a Ricky Henderson. I mean, those are not that tough to find. There was a Ozzie Smith. Those aren't that tough to find. But the Reggie was beat. There was a Mantle, but the Mantle was beat. And so it's someone I bought for, and I gave him $220. Really, mostly common, with a couple of things to look at. So, dang it! I thought that was an autograph. Kevin, oh, McGonigal. So it was one of those days today, and it's strange for me to miss. I don't usually miss when it comes to buying. I'm usually pretty good. Oh. So, you know, it kind of is what it is. And again, the one guy who passed on the $800, it was his father's collection. J.D. Thompson. Yeah, it was okay. The Aussie was all right. Why did no one use top loaders in the 60s? Look, Steel Hall. Is that a real thing? Or is that sarcasm? What is that? Ryan Mitchell. And then So there you go. So it was interesting that day. We're gonna do this one next. 3 autos. So that was interesting. I mean, usually I'm pretty good. I really am usually pretty good. Hey Bob, you know what I found, Stead? You know what I found as I was going through things? 2 boxes filled with cards that I bought from you that I mostly still haven't touched. Isn't that crazy? All that football I bought from you that was Bowman, early 50s, late 40s, early 50s. I completely, I totally, uh-oh, what's this going on here? All right, stop it. Who knew? All right, so it should be 3 autos in here. So I'm disappointed with myself. So that should be the 3. Well, that's good. Ooh. They were called bottom loaders back in the 60s. Bottom loaders? That's nice. Ethan Hedges. Oh, look, there's Still Hall. 3rd rounder. Still Hall is a 1st rounder. At 250. Yeah, rubber bands for sure. Sean Gamble. I used to wrap mine in yarn. You know, the really loose yarn, because I wanted them to be better protected. I don't want them to be not get damaged. Mason Peters. Okay, let's see which way are we going. So that looks like it's numbered. They're all upside down. Okay. Shortstop. Oh my Lord, Baltimore. Okay, good. Thought that was the Giants again. Colin Yemen. Yay, man. 4th rounder out of 150. Chris Monroe. Bud taking name. This one. Jake Monroe. Wait a minute. We were just talking about Chris Monroe, and then we had Jake Monroe. 4th rounder, Jake Monroe for the Angels. So there's 2 autos. So we did get 3 in this one. Here's a blue. Shortstop. Texas. Gavin Fiend. I think that's Chris too. I think the Texas Rangers are Chris, aren't they? First rounder, 12th overall. That's a big hit then. Chris? Who hasn't? It's Monroe? That's a good one. First rounder, 12th overall. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so far we're on the track. We're on the right track. Is that it? That's good. Man, we've been in a lot of first rounders. I have 0 complaints about this product. I would have more complaints about this product if we were. Here's the thing, guys. What I'd like to do sometimes with this product, with these kind of products, is just kind of average out what I see from other breaks and kind of where they're at. And I looked at several other breaks, I think 8 total, just to kind of get an idea. The average break was $253 an auto. If you broke it down, if they did a half case, if they did a full case, if they did a mixture like we do, it came to $253 an auto. Ours was $190 something, I think, which I'm very happy about. Ooh. Oh, a green. So this is okay. Oh, Chris Monroe is killing it today. Look at that. Chris Monroe. Or Chris Monroe-y. I'm kidding, Chris. 75. And 150. Hopefully you'll get him. Hopefully you get him. Corbin. I shouldn't joke about that. Somebody, we did have somebody who their stuff went missing via UPS. And we worked it all out, of course. But it sucks for us because I always feel bad about that. I mean, it's not our problem, really. Not our problem, not our fault. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You also got to take care of the guys who break with these. So I won't. I'm gonna not make that joke because we had 2 packages this year that didn't make it last year. Peter Casau. I don't know. I mean, I do. 4th rounder. Nothing bothers me more than when packages go missing. Because I always feel like, and I don't think anyone in this group would ever believe that about Net and I, that someone thinks that we kept something and that eventually it's going to show up for sale on our eBay page. No. If it went missing, it's because it went missing via UPS. I guess maybe what we could do, and I was talking about with Annette about this today. Uh-oh, Red Sox? Anthony Evanson. Is he the... No. Ianson? 3rd round. I mean, we could start doing, especially for the bigger hits, which is probably a good idea. I don't worry about it too much, and I guess I probably should. Eli is offering to let people pay for insurance. Sorry, I get distracted. I don't think insurance is a bad idea. Josh Hammond, he's a good one. So maybe that's something we start doing. Theo. Okay. Did anybody compare our break numbers to anyone else's to see where we fit? We're usually pretty good at this kind of thing. But if somebody ever finds anyone that you're like, ooh, there's way lower, I want to know. One-offs I can't help. Guys that break football and don't break baseball, but they got a case of baseball and they're just doing it as a one-off so they can get through it. Yeah, that doesn't move the needle for me. But people that are genuinely, less than us, I would be unhappy. I think this is an auto. Oh my Lord. I can't help it. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, I know. I can already hear it. I can already feel it. Scott Howell is getting ready to light me up. Scott's getting ready to light. There it is, rigged. I can't help it. Sometimes it happens. What other product did we have that this happened? It was another Bowman product. We were hitting giants. It'd be nice if any of these guys, but again, it doesn't matter. I say that, but it doesn't matter. They're never getting sold. They're just going to, funeral fodder. It's going to be Cubs. Hearts born. It's going to be funeral fodder. You're all invited when I'm old to my my Darth Vader Steve Hall funeral pyre. Oh, that is funny. And not true. 800 in auto. That is funny. Pico Cone. Yeah, when I'm old. I'm not old yet. Some of you guys out there are old. I'm still in my 50s. Some of you are well into your 60s. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are into your 70s. So yeah, you're old. I'm not. I got a long time. Did I say Scott Howell? You know, I used to work with a guy in California. It just dawned on me. His name was Scott Howell. That's crazy because I got Scott Hochberg and Anthony Howell. Joey Bart pile should be a new. Oh, man. Joey Bart's going to. Oh, my Lord. Are we going again? Woo! Ike. I thought this was going to be an auto. That would have been big. Joey Bart's going to. He's going to blow that thing up big time. Ike again. That's nice. Plus all my Giants memorabilia. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. It's gonna be a fire. It's gonna be a fire. Ooh, pitcher. Oh, Angels. Oh, Bremer again. Too bad. Didn't have an autograph on it. Bremner. I'm sorry, Bremner. I will get that right. Every other one. Rodriguez. Okay, so is there an auto in here? Should there be an auto in here? I don't know. So are we listing more of this? I assume we're going to list more of it, yes? We want to break more? It's been good so far, guys. If not, I will do something else with it. Brady Ebel. Ebel Knievel. Ebel Knievel. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're on track. Phillies are good. Yeah, you gotta wait. I'd like to break through at least this weekend. We're still gonna list. Last box mojo. We're still gonna list. Because I think it's good. I think the checklist is good. Like with last year's Bowman draft, the checklist is very strong. Last year's Bowman draft was really good. This one is very good. He's mean to me. He's mean to me, George. Scott is mean to me. Why didn't you buy a jumbo for me? No, you're not honest at all. That's not honest. There's no honesty in that. There's just mean. My thoughts on 2026 Series 1 will come after we get done breaking more of this. I didn't even see the checklist. Who's in? Who's a big rookie? Who are the big chases for 2026 Series 1? I don't even know. Well, But I cannot help that other breakers suck. It's not my fault that other breakers suck. Not my fault. It's theirs. Don't suck. I don't suck. Ain't nothing about what we do that sucks. Sometimes our breaks miss collectively, but they don't suck. Ask Chris Monroe how much today is sucking right now. Out of 250, Billy Carlson. Gabe Davis out of 199. See? Not sucking. Well, only because you haven't hit yet. I mean, if we hit a superfractor of anybody for the Phillies, you'd be over the moon. Breaking is not for the weak-hearted. Breaking is not for the weak-hearted. We all know that. Oh, really? Basallo too, huh? Caglione? Roman Anthony? How about for the Giants? Is that what's his butt? Their first baseman? Dante Nori. Jack wasn't an update, huh? Basallo, he's going to be good. Dune knows who it is. Pretty not in the equation. I could care less RE Super Gravy Auto with my checklist. What? No. Dune knows who it is. Pretty not in the equation. Pretty not in the equation. So you like ugly women? I could care less RE Super Gravy. I like Super Gravy. I like Super Gravy with my autos with my checklist. I'm going to be the first one to say that I like Super Gravy. Dean Moss. No other breaker is prettier. Absolutely not. That would be a bald-faced lie. If Scott, I almost said Hal again. Scott Hochberg thinks any other breaker is pretty. It's just because he's trying to be mean and not because he believes it. Come on. Come on. I mean, come on. Look at it. Look at this. Look at this look at this. Come on. No. No. Yeah, come on. Yeah. No. No. Nothing I can do about the breakers who like to show lots of parts of their body while they're breaking. Slade Caldwell, it has nothing to do with me. Mike Irish again. But come on. Where? No. Like Wendy's in the 80s where the beef with that super gravy on. Yep, that's it. No. Zero chance. Stay with me here, Sticky. Ethan Hedges. Hedges, I think he's the, isn't he the guy for the, oh, he's a third rounder. I could not play for the Yankees. I would absolutely, they would say, you got to shave your beard. I'd be like, no. I will go play elsewhere. Thank you. Everybody in St. Louis is abuzz about Arenado going to the Diamondback, and good for him. Cardinals are going to suck for the next 3 or 4 years, for sure. And honestly, he wasn't doing much for him. Eduardo Tate, and not that he's not a fine player, but he's getting up there in age a little bit, and he has no chance at the postseason with the Cardinals. So now he's somewhere where he has a chance at going to the postseason, and life is good. Right? Arizona has a chance. You always have to give them away when they're that. I mean, he's about done with it. Thank you, Jason. Yes, I am the official breaker for ZZ Top. It almost works out all the time in that situation. Again, I would not be surprised if his production started strong, like kind of like what's his name when he went to the Yankees from the Cardinals, Goldschmidt. Production started strong and then fell off. I think it's gonna be like that. But you know, he deserves to be with a contender, and good for him that he made it that far. Orioles again. Yay, man. Chris has what, 4 autos? Quick, everyone pile on Chris for getting 4 autos, and I only got 2. Seth Hernandez. So that's our oh man, I would have so much fun as an announcer. And I'd be really, really good at it. Really, really good. You know why? Because I wouldn't be afraid to say what I'm thinking. Too many of these guys are afraid to say what they're thinking. Ooh, Landon. Hey, that spells just like Landon with a Y, L-E-N-D-Y-N. Vitorek. Oh man, that would be so much fun. Ben Jacobs. All right, so we're gonna do a break. We're gonna do a listing tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. That will finish off for us a full case of Breaker's Delight and a full case of the Super Jumbos. If we don't want to break any more after that, but steady yourselves and be ready because that's what we're gonna do. Uh-oh, Pittsburgh. Oh, Seth Hernandez out of 150. So close because Cooper Fleming. It's Cooper Fleming. Second round. Eli. And I'm telling you, we haven't hit any red autos. We haven't hit any super fracture autos. Something's coming. Something's coming. What are you two goofballs doing? South of scene. Okay, so we did have 14 autos. I don't know what happened in that last one. I wish I knew where it was from. Cooper Fleming base auto for the Tampa Bay Rays. Seth Hernandez out of 150. Ben Jacobs blue. Vidorik, I don't know, out of 125. Colin Yay Man base auto. Tate out of 490 paper. Ethan Hedges, Colorado Rockies auto. Dante Nori. Billy Carlson is out of 250. Gabe Davis is out of 199. Tyler Bremner. Ike Irish for Baltimore. Pico, wait a minute. Did Chris get 5 autos? Pico Cone is out of 150. Hartshorn is out of 199. Gavin Klein out of 250 for the Giants. Anthony Ianson, pitcher for the Red Sox base auto. Michael Salina, blue. Kusau out of 250. I don't know. Corbin Dickerson is out of 99. Look at this. Chris Monroe. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking wrong. Look at that. First rounder, 70 out of 75 and 113 out of 50. Chris did pretty well. Jake Monroe E. I don't know. There's Colin again. Out of 150. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Billy Carlson's out of 125. That's a good one. Steel Hall out of 250. Ethan Hedges out of 75. JD Thompson is a second rounder. The Brewers, that's 10. Mike Irish out of 250. Gavin Klein for the Giants out of 199. Castillo out of 199. Landon Harmon out of 499. Michael Oliveto out of 150. Oh, look, that's our guy again out of 125. Ooh, Mike Irish out of 2. Chris Monroe. Mitch Voigt out of 499. Oh, look at that, Bremner. That's another nice auto. And Malachi Witherspoon. Yeah, I mean the things are the breaks are doing well, guys. We're getting the right names. We're getting the autos. I honestly don't have any complaints about this. You know, again, if your only complaint is I didn't get a superfractor auto, then I think you're doing this wrong. It's a battle of attrition, and I think in this battle of attrition, again, I think we've had 3 solid breaks. I would not jump up and down and sell, Bean for any of the cards in any of the breaks, but I will say that they are most definitely solid. So I have no complaints whatsoever. No complaints. I'm looking at you. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Come back tomorrow. We're going to do it again. If you need me, you know how to reach me.